Don't call it a comeback, but it seems as though Mr. Jonathan Majors is not going away no time soon. As many of you know, Jonathan Majors has been, in my opinion, an extremely talented actor, all the way from Last Black Man in San Francisco. Of course, you've seen him in Creed, you've seen him in Marvel, played as Kang the Conqueror. But despite his talent, also Lovecraft Country, despite a lot of his great talent as an actor, he has been plagued with a lot of bad publicity, bad press, mainly due to his legal troubles with his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. You can check my channel to see how we covered the whole ordeal. Of course, he was found guilty in that case of involuntary, what was it, manslaughter, domestic violence, something like that. Personally, and I was on record for saying this, I did not think that the case was made for a guilty verdict. I did not think that they did a good job there. So I personally think that based off of what they showed, he should be found not guilty. But that's not the case. They found something, they pled guilty, whatever. I don't think he's going to do time or anything like that. But since that time, you've had a couple things happen. One, Jonathan Majors, after the trial, has been seen in public with Meagan Good, his new girlfriend. Everything seems to be good with them. They both seem happy. They both seem, in a good place. You've seen them at award shows. You've seen them just out and about. Now, personally, I have said that I believe Jonathan Majors should lay low, right? Like, let all this stuff, let the dust settle, let people stop, putting your name in negative headlines and stuff. Just, lay low for a little bit, go on vacation, chill out, and then come back. One of the reasons why I said this was because right after the verdict happened, he went right there on ABC, did an interview, made a joke, in my opinion, in poor taste about the Coretta Scott King or whatever. And it just generated more talk about him that I don't think helped. And then, even after that, you had another report claiming that 2 more women were coming forward with accusations. Now, do they have a case? Do they have evidence? I don't know. All we know is that, according to these reports, I think it was Rolling Stone, 2 more people were coming up. Have the floodgates been open? I don't know. But despite all of that, it's not stopping Jonathan Majors from working. Yes, Marvel parted ways. A lot of other companies parted ways. A lot of studios parted ways. One of the movies was the magazine Dreams. This was going to be a movie that he was going to be a part of as a bodybuilder that's dealing with a dark side and all that. But after the trial, they were like, nah, we're not going to mess with it. But he has a new movie. Let's go into the details about it. It says here, Jonathan Majors is set to star in the revenge thriller Merciless. Merciless follows a top CIA interrogator who, after the woman he loves is overtaken by a malevolent force, he is forced to go even darker to defeat it. The movie will shoot in Saskatchewan in late fall. This is from the director. I think it's Martin Villeneuve. That is Denis Villeneuve's brother. It says here, Merciless intertwines themes of possession, revenge, and personal justice within a haunting narrative. It explores the psychological descent of John, played by Majors, and the supernatural forces challenging his sanity. All right. Listen. I support Jonathan Majors getting his career back and moving on with his life. I've already told y'all, I do believe my man should have just stayed low for a little bit. I've never believed in canceling him. I've never believed that he shouldn't work ever again. I just don't want a bunch of drama to follow him, unless it's warranted. Then I mean, you can't avoid it. But if he's keeping his nose clean, and then just come on back and do your comeback a little later. I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous about this movie. I'm nervous for the same reasons why Disney was probably nervous about showing him in Magazine Dreams, because again, you have the optics to worry about. I know some of y'all are hardcore fans. Some of y'all don't want to believe stuff, and that's okay. But I need y'all to realize there's a difference between how you personally feel about a character or actor and the real life business of how Hollywood works. Hollywood, the movie business, is about selling tickets. And if the optics are negative, Hollywood will run away like roaches when the lights come on. That's why he got ditched by all his people so quickly. They didn't even need to know the verdict, and everybody just left him hanging. Whether you agree with that or not, it's irrelevant. It does not matter if you thought they were right or wrong. That's the way the business works. That's it. I don't know if coming off of these headlines, again, I didn't agree with the verdict, but that doesn't matter what I agree with or not. Coming off of the headlines where they tried to portray you as this dark, physical psycho, and now you're gonna play that on in a movie. I mean, I'm gonna watch because I believe in his talent, and I'm a fan of his talent. If this trial had never happened, I'd have been like, yo, this is gonna be dope for him because he's gonna murder this role. I'm just saying, if I was his PR person, I'd be like, hey man, maybe you don't do this role right now. Maybe go do a rom-com. Show the public, show other studios a brighter side to you that they haven't seen, that can combat the negative stuff that has been following you, whether it's warranted or not. It's still been following him. I would have been like, do a rom-com, go do a comedy, go do an animated thing, something to get people's minds off of all the negativity, and then come back and do something like this. That's all. I mean, what was that dude's name? Army Hammer. Y'all remember Army Hammer? Call Me by Your Name, Man from Uncle. Army Hammer, in case y'all didn't know, this man had all these rumors, or I don't know, it was some documentary or something that came out talking about how he was a cannibal. Like, I guess he was sending disturbing texts. I don't know, whatever it was. But the rumors and the headlines was Army Hammer cannibal. Do y'all think it would be a good idea, whether it was true or not, for Army Hammer to come in and play a cannibal in a movie? This is what I'm talking about when I talk about optics. It just wouldn't be a good look. So, I hope the best for Mr. Majors. I will be watching this movie because, again, I'm going in as a critic. I'm going to watch the talent, and I do believe this concept already sounds pretty interesting. And I don't know, maybe things will smooth over. Maybe people will not hold him. They won't hold those headlines and stuff against them. Maybe there won't be any smear campaigns made about him. I just hope that, there's nothing else. I hope there's nothing else in the closet. I hope there's no more dirty laundry. I hope for the best for everybody involved. But you guys let me know. How do you feel about Jonathan Majors having a new film? Is this movie something you're interested in watching? Do you think that this movie might be maybe the content is a little off? Maybe he should do something a little lighter. I don't know. Whatever you guys think, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.